Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to your 2:30 p.m. flow. Today's practice will be going through a lot of hip openers, a lot of expanding movements. Let's begin our practice lying flat on the back. So make your way flat onto the back and let's come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees part out wide. Bring your left palm onto your heart space. Bring your right palm onto your navel area. Feel crown of the head lengthen slightly away from your tailbone. Let the elbows flare wide. Let the knees and the elbows relax. Let the shoulders relax. Let the back find a bigger surface area along the earth. Feel yourself settling. Physically, feel yourself settling energetically, mentally, emotionally. Close the eyes. Gaze inward. Give yourself permission to let whatever happens happen on your mat. Let today's practice be for you. Let it feel good in your body. Be what serves you from moment to moment. Always taking what you need, what resonates with you, and leaving whatever doesn't serve. Let the practice be all yours, your perfect practice, whatever happens. Let's start to come into our breath. Take a big inhale through the nose, up the spine. And then exhale, release it down through the front of the body, all the way down to the tailbone sacrum. Inhale, lengthen up to the crown of the head. Exhale, let it go through the nose or the mouth. Just whatever feels nice. Feel the shoulders melt down into the floor a bit more. Take one more big inhale. And exhale smoothly. Release it, let it go. Just feel all worries, any tension, any unease. Drift out of your body, drift out of your mind. Letting yourself cultivate a mindset that's conducive for being present, for being in your breath, and just being here, enjoying this. Start to let the knees pull in towards one another. Then hug the knees into the chest, bring the hands to wrap around the shins, calves. Find a gentle little pull of the knees up towards the chest. Find a little rock side to side. It's always just a nice place to start, flat on the back in practice. It's a nice way to naturally the body open up, let the hips start to open up a little bit more. Start to extend the left leg long, pull the right knee in a little bit closer. Start to rock the right leg side to side. Just finding gentle mini rotation, little semicircle. And take the knee all the way over to the left into the left hand. Reach the right arm out towards the right. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, feel the right shoulder draw towards the floor even more. Right knee to the floor. Come back up through center. Let's go other side. Pull the left knee in. Extend the right leg long. Pull the left knee up towards the armpit. Find that rock side to side. Start to grease the groove, that left hip socket. Then take the knee leg all the way to the right, into the right hand. Reach and gaze out towards the left. The side might be a little different. Take a long inhale. As you exhale, relax the left side of the body down closer to the floor. Come back through center. Hug both knees into the chest. Then extend your legs up to the sky. Bring the legs out wide into a straddle. Reach your arms out wide to tease. Flex your toes down towards the floor. And then from here, bring your feet into butterfly legs or Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. And then draw your knees together. Open the knees wide, butterfly, then extend the legs into straddle. Try to keep your low back flat on the floor. Butterfly, tuck knees together, butterfly, straddle. Just find your own little rhythm and flow here. Toes point down towards the floor, straddle, knees together, feel the tailbone lengthen down, forward. Let's just get one more. Knees together, then bring the palms on top of the knees. Start to stir the knees around in a little circle. Flex your toes up to the sky as you circle. And then circle other way. Knees can be together or a little bit apart, hip width apart. Feel the low back, really hug down to the floor as you pull the knees into the chest. Now, start to push your knees out wide and then pull them back together up towards the chest. So now we're circling the knees away from one another and back in towards one another, other way. This is all really nice, gentle movement to start gaining some energy, some life into the hips. Bring the knees into the chest, start to rock up and down the spine. And we're gonna make our way into a tabletop, straight into child's pose. Bring your big toes together to touch the back of the mat. Press your hips back to your heels. Reach your arms forward. Then right away, let's start to walk the hands over to the left side. Stretch. Hug the right armpit down towards the floor. Forehead down towards the floor. Good. Sweep through center, then over towards the right. Reach out of the left hip pocket. Good, and back up through center. From here, round forward, hand to your table, hands and knees. Start to paw at the floor just a little, wrap the triceps, hands stacked right underneath the shoulders, long through the arms. Hug the belly up and in, push the floor away, start to find a little rock forward and back. And notice, have a little cat shape through the back, just finding some protraction, just activating more and more of the muscle through the upper body, working on straight arm, scapular strength. Turn your fingers east and west, side to side, and start to rock side to side. Keep lengthening the arms, pressing the chest up and away from the mat. And turn your fingers back towards the knees and start to rock forward and back here. Just working into the hands, into the wrists. Good, sit all the way back now, heels come off the floor. Bring the hands together, start to circle. Hands in one direction, and circle in the other direction. Get to the shoulders a little bit more now. Start to ground your right hand to the floor. Sweep your left arm in front of the body. Inhale, up and over, reach back behind you, and then land your hand down to the floor. Other side, other arm. Sweeps in front of the body, inhale, overhead, and exhale as you lower the hand to the floor. Keep that going, inhale, as you expand, exhale as you lower the hand. Inhale, sweep across, semi-circular pattern. One more on each side. I'm not worrying about how this looks, just try to find some expansiveness through the shoulders and back. Bring the hands together. Intertwine your fingers, push your palms forward, round the back, tuck the tailbone, squeeze your glutes, inhale, arms up to the sky, cactus, exhale, the arms, hands together. Again, intertwine, push the palms away, pull the belly in, inhale, arms overhead, exhale as you cactus the arms, thumbs to sternum. One more, push the palms forward, inhale, lengthen up biceps by ears, cactus, hands to heart center. And ground your hands back down. Let's find a thread the needle. Inhale, reach the right arm high. And exhale, thread the right arm under the left wrist. Like to extend the left arm forward from here. Feels nice. If that feels nice for you, you can move there. If it feels okay, you can extend the left foot behind you, toes digging into the floor. Draw the navel in. This can feel nice sometimes. The leg straight out to the side feels nice. All 5 toes pointing forward. Whatever feels nice for you. Hug the left shoulder back behind you. Maybe gaze up to the ceiling. Almost like you were gonna roll forward out of this. And then bring the left hand back under the shoulder, knees together. Inhale, push and wave the right arm high, modified side plank. Swivel the left shin behind you, stack the right hip, press the left hip forward. This is also a really nice hip opener, easy going. If this feels like a lot on your left knee, bring a blanket, pillow underneath your left knee. Extend the right arm bicep over your ear. Reach the fingers out of the hip pocket. Reach the right heel away from the right hip pocket. Push your left hip forward. Stay for one more. Inhale. And then exhale, we'll spill the right hand to the floor. Hands and knees. Other side, inhale, the left arm high. And exhale, thread the needle, turn to the right. Play, extend that right arm forward. Right toes back or out to the side. Feel free to change it up too. You can make this dynamic if not wanting to just stay in one place. Maybe gazing up to the ceiling, almost like you were going to do a front roll over that left shoulder. Good, let's bring it back. Right hand under shoulder, knees together. Inhale the left arm high, side plank. Swivel the left hip on top of right. And then press your bottom hip, the right hip tip forward. Squeeze the right glute muscle to assist. Feel the length start to lower the left bicep over the ear and find a lot of length. Wrap the right tricep, push into the floor. Lengthen the chin away from your chest. Feel the stretch out of your left hip side pocket. Start to lower. Reaching the left arm forward and patting it down, hands and knees. We'll take a few cat-cows. Inhale, lift, tilt the heart, tailbone high. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, round. One more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round, tuck the toes, push up and back downward. Facing dog. Press your chest back towards the thighs. Wrap your triceps underneath. Press down through the thumb and forefinger. Draw your tailbone straight up to the sky. Any amount of bend in the knees here is fine. If you want to take a little side to side sway, bend into the knees. Just lengthen out. Let yourself feel into your body. I always like down dog as a way to start practice, is feeling into the body. Just see where everything is, the back of the body, lower half. How the shoulders are feeling. Push the shoulders up to the ears. Find some breath here. And start to look up towards the hands. Start to tiptoe up to the top of the space. Keep the palms down as long as you can. Bring the feet inside the thumbs. Relax the upper body, heavy. Any amount of bend in the knees here. Find a little sway side to side, clasp opposite forearms, elbows. You can find this little bounce up and down. Just feels nice on the low back, spine. And breathing. Good, relax the hands down. Padhastasana, slide the bottoms of the hands underneath the feet. Press the toes into that wrist crease where the palm and forearm meet together. You can keep some slack in the elbows or start to lengthen, halfway lift, wrap the triceps, reach the crown forward, tilt your tailbone straight back behind you. Press the toes down. Any amount of bend. Not looking so much for our half lift as we're just looking for some compression, press into the inner wrist crease, trying to loosen up the wrists a little bit more and more space. Chaturangas, high planks. Relax your hands now from underneath the feet. You can circle them out. Find a deep bend in the knees. Chin on your chest. Scoop the tailbone under the spine as you rise. With the crown of the head, rise up last. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes, crown of the head nice and tall. Take a moment, feel your center. Feel into balance. Good, slice your hands down. On an inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Press your hips forward, squeeze your glutes together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Then lower your knees down. Wrap the triceps, push into the floor, hands right underneath the shoulders. Good. From here, reach your left toes to the back of the mat, digging the toes into the floor. Shoulders right over the hands. On an inhale, lift your right knee off the mat, then toes off the mat. Pull your knee up into your chest. Hold for another 3, 2, 1. Relax the right knee down. Pull the left knee on the other side, extend the right leg long, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly in, shoulders over hands. Start to push into the floor, lift your left knee, then toes from the floor. You can push the shoulders back, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left knee, bring both knees in together. From here, tuck your toes, lift your knees, floating tabletop. Push into the floor, lengthen the arms. Step your left foot back, step your right foot back, high plank. Step your right foot in, left foot in, floating table. Step your right foot back, left foot back, left foot in, right foot in. Hold, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right heel high, bend your right knee, stack right hip. Lower your left forearm to the floor. If that feels okay. Let the right hip open a bit more. Take one more deep breath. And then bring it back up, down dog. Other side, left heel up high, bend the knee, stack the hip. Then lower your right forearm to the floor, the left elbow bent. Pressing the weight into the right forearm. Load, and bring it back. Downward facing dog. From here, look up to the hands. Lift the heels, bend the knee, step or light hop to the top of the space. Inhale, lift up, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, upward salute, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Move through a couple more. Look up to the hands, inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, hop or a little float. Forward, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, and folds. Inhale, upward salute, drink a breath in, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step, hopper, float your way back high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go through one more. Look up to the hands. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, hop, or a little float. Forward, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, folds. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Urdhva Sthasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step, hop or float back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, reach your right heel high. And exhale, step your right foot between the hands. Lower the back knee. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Side bend, right hand down to the floor or to a block if you have a block near you, or you can lower right forearm onto the right thigh. Stay for one more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale your hands down to the floor. From here, let's kick up standing splits. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Press your right rib cage to the right thigh. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Stay for an inhale. Lift the left heel higher, then exhale, left knee in. Feet hip width apart or closer together. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, hands to heart. Inhale, reach straight up to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, reach your right toes to the back of the mat. Settle the right knee down. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, pull the belly up and in. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, the left heel high. Exhale, step through. Between the hands, lower the right knee. Inhale, reach the arms high. And we'll find our side bend, left hand to the floor. Block or forearm to your thigh. Hug the right shoulder back. Good. Start to sweep the right hand forward and down. Framing the left foot. Tuck the back toes, kick up. Standing splits. Lower the crown of the head. Head you down to the top of the foot. Take one more inhale, right heel higher. Exhale, knee to chest, step forward. Forward folds. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink hips. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, hands at heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, reach your left toes. Long to the back of the mat, lower the left knee. Inhale, the arms up high. And exhale, hands down to the floor. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment, breathe. Good. Let's move through that. Again, adding on, inhale the right heel high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, wrap the triceps, push the crown forward. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to right elbow again. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, then step. Right foot between the hands, lower the back knee. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, arms back overhead. Exhale, standing splits, launch it there. From here, find some pulses, left heel to the ceiling. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, half moon. With the right hand at a block at the floor, or maybe just a piece of furniture too, or a wall, feel free, whatever you have. Trying to find the hip opener here. Press the right big toe down, hug the left hip back, squeeze the left glute. Stay for one more deep breath. Kick your left foot out to the left, swing it around, feet together. Fold, bend the knees, sink the hips, low ball, squat. Wrap your arms around the shins, pull your chest up high, lengthen the tailbone back. Good, now remove the hands, inhale, spine taller. Exhale, fold, pull the ribs to your thighs, lengthen the tailbone up to the sky. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach straight up to the sky, pull the glutes together, reach it back, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, reach your right toes long to the back of the mat. Then we're gonna find extended pyramid. Roll the hips back, extend the legs, chin towards the chest. Try to find that connection, left ribs and left thigh, while squaring off the hip. Hug the left hip back, the right hip forward. Rebend into the left knee. Runners, bring it back, pyramid. Rebend the left knee. Runners, bring it back, pyramid. Last time, forward. Press the right hand down, inhale, left arm to the sky. Stay for one deep breath. And lower the left hand to the floor. Inhale, step back, high plank, maybe single leg, chaturanga. Inhale, feet back together in upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath, lengthen out. Space out. Inhale, the left heel high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Step forward between the hands, lower the right knee. Inhale, the arms up high. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale, your arms back to the sky. Exhale, standing splits and launch it. There. Find a pulse. Right heel to the sky, a little flutter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half moon, roll the right hip. Open, right arm to the sky. Really press the left big toe down. It's the anchor point to help open the right hip from there. Take one more deep breath. Get a nice and easy, kick the right leg forward, sweep it down in line with the left, bend the knees, sink the hips down. This time let's find high boat pose, Navasana. Hold it here, breathe. Open, widen across the chest. Hold for just another 10, 9, deep breaths, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower, low boat. Keep your legs and shoulders off the floor. Give what you can here. Just for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side boat onto the left, hold, pull the right shoulder up to the right edge of the foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the right. Left shoulder higher, reach it left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low boat. One more time to the left, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low boat, almost there to the right. Last time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low boat, lower, heels down to the floor, windshield wiper the knees, side to side. Got a way to stay with it. I know it's not easy. Always do what you can. What you can today. Just give it your best. That's all you need. Bring the knees into the chest, rock up and down the spine. Let's make our way into standing forward folds. Standing forward folds. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Reach your left toes long to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. From here, let's make our way into extended pyramid. Draw the hips back. Right toes might flex high, they might not. Pull the right ribs down to the right thigh. Hug the right hip back. And start to rebend into the right knee. Shoulders forward. Lengthen it back. Keep that connection, right ribs and right thigh, as best you can. Then roll it back forward into your lunge. Roll it back, pyramid. And roll it forward into your lunge. Lower the back knee down. Lift it up. Press your left hand down into the floor. Reach your right arm to the sky. Press your right big toe. Press the inner edge of the right foot down. And lower the right hand down. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, step back, high plank. Maybe keep it single leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice work, way to stay with it. From here, on an inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, hop, or float. Forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, chin to chest. Ragdoll, pull your way up to stance. From here, let's make our way into tree pose. Start with the right foot. Bringing it into the inner thigh, or you could rest it here, the shin or even kickstand at the floor. Just find your level. Hands to heart center, squeeze. Squeeze your glutes in towards one another. Maybe use a wall here. Balance is throwing you off. We really do want to find some hip opening here. So pull the glutes in together, draw the right knee out wide. Maybe add the arms if the balance is there, feeling okay. But also feel free to bring your hands onto something, to the wall. Hug the ribs down. And stay for just 2 more deep breaths. Good. Hands to heart. Gently release the foot to the floor. And we'll go right into the other side. Left foot, your thigh, maybe up here. The sides might feel different. The side's always more challenging for me to hold. But just do your best. Draw the glutes together. Let the right knee hug back and around. Like it's trying to swing behind you. Maybe add those arms. Just give it a couple more deep breaths. Give your tree some oxygen, some breath. Make sure you're coming at this from a strong base of support. And all the little details, branches will make their way in time. Bring your hands back, bring your foot back down to the floor. Nice work. Top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, reach the arms up high. And exhale, dive it down, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, full plant the hands, step off, or float your way back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, lower your forearms down to the floor. Press your chest back through the shoulders. Try to keep your elbows in line with the hands, elbows in line with the shoulders, all one long line. But if you need to let your elbows flare out wider, that's okay. But over time, think about pulling the elbow joints towards one another. And then press the chest back through the arms. It's a lot of shoulder mobility, so do your best. As you press the chest back, maybe start to tiptoe your feet up towards the elbows. You got the space for today. Let's hold it here for just another 10 seconds. You want to add a little more spice. Lift one leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the foot down. Lower the knees. Now start to draw your chin right in between the thumbs. Snake the heart forward into low cobra. Press your hips down. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, lower. Back down. Let's make our way into locust pose. Bring your hands back behind you, palms facing the floor. Forehead towards the floor. Long through the spine, neck. Start to peel the shoulders back. Lift your forehead, lift your chest. Squeeze the muscles right above the glutes, low back, erector, spinae. You can keep your palms on the floor if that feels nice and lift the feet, or lift feet and hands. Squeeze, pull the shoulders down to the glutes. Breathe. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Lift the thighs higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Reach your right arm out to the right. Bend your left knee. Roll onto your right side. Point the left knee to the ceiling. Take a breath. Good. Lower. Back onto the belly. Other side. Reach your left arm out wide. Bend your right knee. Roll onto your left side. And breathe through it here. Lower back onto the belly. Hands underneath the elbows. Pull the elbows into your sides. Tuck the toes. Toes or knees. Inhale. Push up, exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, from here, let's journey into yogi squat, looking up to the hands. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Inhale, exhale, step, hop, or float. The feet outside the hands, yogi squat. Sit the hips down, lift the chest, crown of the head high. Find a little rock side to side. Bring the feet as wide as you need. If you need to come up higher in your squat, that's fine. Good, let's start to play with some crow pose. So let's bring the knees just a little bit more narrow. Elbows and knees, finding that connection point. You can go up higher on the arms, but there's a nice little groove where the elbow kind of inserts nicely into this bottom quadrant of the knee. Bring the fingers wide, elbows, knees, maybe lift just one heel and the other. Hug the elbows in towards one another, hug the inner arms in towards one another. And let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet down, back into your squat. Bring the hands together, roll out the wrists. And here's a nice little wrist stretch too. Start to bring the hands, the wrists right behind the kneecaps. And then use that compression, thighs, hamstrings pressing in, open and close the hands. Wide, wide, wide for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, wide, fingers 3, 2, 1, release. Let's go one more round, crow pose. Knees, elbows, elbows, knees. And the hand placement on the floor, feel secure in where the elbows are and lean it forward. You can lift one foot and maybe add that other. Hug the knees together. Heels up towards the glutes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, back down. Really nice work. I know those are really long holds. I don't feel like you need to have been there the whole time. There's something to work up to. Let's lower the knees down onto the floor. Untuck the toes. Vidrasana, kneeling seat. From here, we're gonna move into hero's pose. Knees close together, heels slightly apart. Just walk the hands as far back behind you. If you want to, from here, lower onto your forearms, you can. And sometimes, it's different depending on where you're at in the practice, how far back you go. Some days it might be all the way back, maybe today, just on the hands, somewhere in between. Let's find just an expansive space. Finding a little sensation, opening, extending. Let's start to make our way back. Upright, hands to the floor. Let's find downward facing dog. From downward dog, walk your hands back to your feet. And fold forward, clasp the hands back behind the head. Let the head, upper body be heavy. Bring some of the weight forward into your toes, balls of the feet. Hang heavy. Relax your hands onto the floor. Find a deep bend of the knees, chin on your chest, scoop your way up to stand. Crown of the head rising last. Bring hands to heart center. Thank yourself for embarking on the journey today and the practice today. No matter how you were coming in, what you brought onto your mat with you. Taking any lessons that might have made their way to you while on the mat. Giving gratitude for the practice. On an inhale, upward salute, reach high. And exhale, swan dive it, fold forward, walk the hands back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right heel high, bend your knee, stack your hip, flip it over. That feels good. Then we're gonna make our way into half pigeon. Right hand to the floor, sweep the right knee behind the right wrist. Reach the left toes back. You can walk the hands back, find a little more space, squaring off through the hips, shoulders. Optional inhale, the arms up high to the sky. And exhale to fold it forward. Reach out long, let the hands travel to the floor. Take your time settling in here, forehead resting to hands onto floor, maybe a block if you have it. And breathe. Just a few more deep breaths. As you release, work your way back up onto your hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Other side, left heel high, open, stack your hip, flip it over. Good. Little swoop right into half pigeon, left hand to the floor, left knee behind the left wrist, flexing the left toes, reach the right toes back, walk the hands back, the frame, maybe just perch onto the legs. Optional, inhale, arms wide and high, big expansion, and forward reach as you're ready. Square that right hip down to the floor, relax the forehead towards the floor. And breathe. Start to let go of any tension in the wrists, glutes, shoulders. Just breathe into the sensation. Take a couple more deep breaths. And start to stack the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Step back into downward facing dog. And from here, we're gonna step our way to the top of the mat, swing your left leg up to the sky, open, stack your hip, kick out to the left, step the left foot in front of the right, open the right hip to step the right toes in front of the left, all the way to the top of the space, finding some big hip openers, circles as we make our way to the top. Once you make your way, bend the knees, take a seat onto the floor. Bring the legs here into Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Take a big inhale, lengthen, exhale, pitch the chest forward. Press the elbows down into the shins. Here, find some length, some extension through the spine, now the tailbone working towards the crown of the head. Let's release from here. Extend the legs forward, roll all the way back, flat onto your back. Reach the arms back behind you, point the toes, big good morning stretch. And hug the knees up and into your chest. Find a little rock side to side. And then let your knees fall over to the left. So you reach and gaze out towards the right. On an inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, knees over to the right as you reach and gaze to the left. On an inhale, come up through center. Little squeeze, reach your feet out to the corners of the mat, arms out wide. Giving yourself permission now to start to decompress, find space. Let yourself rest here for as long as you can. Really give yourself this time to restore, the body rebuild, the mind come back fresh. Closing the eyes, take one more big inhale. Exhale, release, let go. Shavasana. I'll guide you out gently here in just a few. Feel free to continue resting here. If you're ready to make your way up and into the rest of your day, find some wiggles through the fingers and the toes, through your wrists, ankles. Light shake of the head side to side. You can rock onto your left or right side body for a fetal. Make your way up into an easy seat. Bring your hands to heart center. And thank you for sharing your practice today, for sharing your energy, for showing up for you, for yourself, for loved ones. May you have a great and amazing rest of your day, rest of your Saturday, your weekends. From the highest good in me to the highest good in you, from my heart to yours, I bow. Namaste. All right, have a lovely day, everybody.